Hello and welcome to Jamie Scott Dog Owner Training. Today I'm going to talk about collar corrections and how to give a proper one. I never give a dog a correction unless I first tell him what I want him to do, and he doesn't do it. So he knows exactly why he's being corrected. A lot of people go straight to correction. This can really confuse your dog. He might know that you don't like what he's doing, but he might have no idea what it is you don't like. So I only give a correction when I just told my dog what to do, and he doesn't do it. And I give the correction immediately. As soon as he does what I tell him to do, even if I had to correct, I always praise. The whole idea behind a collar correction is to jiggle this clasp without pulling on your dog's neck. It's the vibration that refocuses your dog's attention. You're not trying to yank his head off. It's very hard to give one of these collar corrections. So first off, you have to hold the leash properly. If you're holding the leash like this, which a lot of people do, with your pinky closest to your dog's neck, you can't give the correction. You got to hold it with your index finger closest to your dog's neck because it takes this whip action with your wrist. So think of a bullwhip. You can't do a bullwhip like this. You have to hold it like this to get that wrist whip. The leash has to be completely loose when you start. Otherwise, you can't get that whip action in. If it's taut when you start, you can't give the correction unless you make it loose first. If your goal is to keep the leash loose and you're using a collar correction to do that, you might first tell your dog close or no pull or whatever your command is. If he doesn't do it, you're going to give him a little correction. If he doesn't do it, but you've waited until the leash is taut, you can't give the correction. As always, timing is very important. The collar correction is going to make a noise and it's going to vibrate on your dog's neck, and then he's going to, most likely, he'll do what you tell him to do at that point, and then you praise immediately. So it'd be something like, Jack, sit. If he doesn't sit immediately, I'm giving this little correction. Good boy, good sit. If that correction doesn't work with this collar, then you might have to use a prong collar. It will definitely work on a prong collar if you're giving the correction properly and the prong collar is fitted properly. It will probably not work for most dogs on a nylon flat collar or a martingale because the nylon flat collars tend to be kind of stretchy and they will absorb that vibration. Same with a martingale. It has a mechanism built into it to absorb vibration. That's why the collar choice is important. I like rolled leather collars because they don't stretch at all and they're round. So you have a single line of contact instead of a 1-inch wide strip. When you have a 1-inch wide strip, it distributes the force over a broad area. Dogs are much more likely to be responsive on this type of collar than they are on a flat collar. That's what I got for you today. I'm on X now, link below. Thanks for watching, and take care.